Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Brooks Collins. I wanted to do this short video to give you some information about the midterm exam that is scheduled to launch tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We didn't get a chance actually to have a study session or review, but again, the midterm study guide that's in Blackboard has a list of all of the pertinent topics that you should be familiar with in order to be successful in completing the midterm exam. The midterm is a 30 question multiple choice exam, and it also has an essay question. So you should be able to finish the exam in good time. You have 90 minutes to finish the exam, and I would suggest that you take your time in answering the essay question, as it is worth 10 points. And if you want to get the full points, you need to answer the question fully. I also wanted to bring to your attention that I did add a couple of more items on the study guide. So if you've already downloaded it, I would suggest you go back and look at it again. I went over the exam today and I saw a couple of things that I think you need to be aware of so that you can answer the questions on the exam. I said in class that I was going to use the lockdown browser, but I will not be launching or requiring lockdown browser for this exam, which was just a plus for you guys. But be aware that on the next exam that we have, the Chapter 5 exam, you will have to use lockdown browser. For those of you who are not familiar with the lockdown browser feature of Blackboard, you will not be able to launch any other windows or open up any other browsers while you're taking the exam. One of the things that I try to help students understand is that this is a process. So this is your first exam. You're going to have a lot of leeway to use your materials to help answer the questions, but you don't have a lot of time, but you have the opportunity to look up information if you need to. But be aware this information is important for you to know and to process so that as you move along in creating your senior capstone project, some of this information you need to remember and you're going to have to utilize in your paper. So I just wanted to make sure that I brought that to your attention. I would also suggest if you're having difficulty finding information, go to the back of the book. There's an extensive glossary that you can use to find information. And if I were you, I'd use that in terms of locating where some of this information is in chapters 1 to 3. By now, you should have uploaded your curriculum reform summary. It was a 2-page summary that was due on Friday evening. I left the link opened. I probably will close it tomorrow. If you have not turned in that assignment, I would suggest that you do. You will lose points for being late. But it would be to your advantage to upload that assignment if you have not already done so. When we return next Monday for class, we will have a short quiz on the curriculum reform essay. So make sure you read the article and be prepared to answer our questions on next Monday. If you have any questions or concerns, tomorrow I will be on campus, but I won't be in my office. So if you run into any issues with the exam, please text me at 302-760-9707 and I will respond. Again, that number is 302-760-9707. And if you're running into any issues with launching the exam or while you're working on the exam, remember you cannot use a cell phone. You need to be on a laptop or a desktop in order to take the exam. And I think that should, as long as you're on something that's durable, such as that, you shouldn't have any problem. Blackboard seems to be very finicky when it comes to using using a phone, using a mobile device. So hopefully this will be helpful to you. Again, everything that's on the study sheet, the revised study sheet, is on the exam. So you need to look up these topics and make sure you're familiar with them, and you should do just fine on the midterm. Again, if you have any questions, please contact me, and have a great evening.